Jonah said when the boat was rolling, rocking,
I am the man, running from the Lord. I am the man.
Jonah said when the winds began to blow and
Pick me up, throw me out. I am the man, running, running, running. I've been running from the Lord. Pick me up, I'm to blame. Throw me overboard. The winds will cease, the waves will stop. This old boat's gonna roll and rock. Pick me up, throw me out. I am the man.
Now if the Lord should ever lay his mighty hand on you, don't ever try to run and hide like Jonah tried to do, for trouble's sure to overtake you if you disobey.
You'll be just like Jonah when he had to say, I am the man.
Jonah said when the boat was rolling, rocking,
I am the man, running from the Lord. I am the man.
Jonah said when the winds began to blow and
Pick me up, throw me out. I am the man, running, running, running. I've been running from the Lord. Pick me up, I'm to blame. Throw me overboard. The winds will cease, the waves will stop. This old boat's gonna roll and rock. Pick me up, throw me out. I am the man.
Jonah said when the boat was rolling, rocking,
I am the man, running from the Lord. I am the man.
Jonah said when the winds began to blow and
Pick me up, throw me out. I am the man. I am the man.
Jonah said when the boat was rolling, rocking,
I am the man, running from the Lord. I am the man.
Jonah said when the winds began to blow and
Pick me up, throw me out. I am the man, running, running, running. I've been running from the Lord. Pick me up, I'm to blame. Throw me overboard. The winds will cease, the waves will stop. This old boat's gonna roll and rock. Pick me up, throw me out. I am the man.
Prepared just for me, my Father's building me there. Construction began such a long time ago. If He made this world in just 7 days, imagine how it will be. Words can't express, and I know it's never been told. I can't imagine how it will be to see the Lamb that was slain for me, to look on the face of the one who spoke the world to be. Place where we live and never grow old. They say the half has never been told. I just can't imagine such love. He'd do this all for me. He left his throne, heavenly home, to come and live with man. God in the flesh, our sacrifice for sin. Oh, when He went away, they heard Him say, I will return again. Signs of the times say it could be any day. Oh, and I can't imagine how it will be to see the Lamb that was slain for me, to look on the face of the one place where we live and never grow old. They say the half has never been told. I just can't imagine such love. He'd do this all for me. I just can't imagine why he'd do this all for me.
There have been times when I thought my prayers didn't even reach the ceiling of the room where I knelt to pray. And a voice inside kept asking me, did I think God was really listening to anything that I had to say? But I just kept on a-praying and holding on by faith, knowing God is always in control. And I waited like a rosebud in the garden, for only God can unfold a rose. When God unfolds the rose, He always gets it right. When the petals are in place, oh, it's such a beautiful sight. God knows when to hold on, and the perfect time to let go. So let God have His way, and watch God unfold the rose. There are trials and tribulations we must all go through. When it comes to heartaches, we've all had our share. Oh, but when times are the hardest, we need to hold God to the promise. He said He'd never give us more than we can bear. So I'll just keep on a-praying and holding on by faith, knowing God is working all things for my good. And I'll wait just like that rosebud in the garden, for only God can unfold a rose. When God unfolds a rose, He always gets it right. When the petals are in place, oh, it's such a beautiful sight. God knows when to hold on, and the perfect time to let go. So let God have His way, and watch God unfold the road.
To know his hand is guiding me. I can't see around the bend or over the next hill, but I won't stop until my home I see. On the road home, there's a hand that guides me. Happiness will find me on the way. On the road home, sweet anticipating joy that is awaiting on the road home. Now on this journey there have been times when I have fallen, but then I found I did not walk alone. 'Cause another traveler reached a helping hand to me and picked me up and set me on the road. On the road home, there's a hand that guides me. Happiness will find me on the way. On the road home, sweet anticipating joy that is awaiting on the road home. On the road home, there's a hand that guides me. Happiness will find me on the way. On the road home, sweet anticipating the joy that is awaiting on the road home. Sweetest joys awaiting on the road home. On the road home, there's a hand that guides me. Happiness will find me on the way. On the road home, sweet anticipating joy that is awaiting on the road home. Sweetest joys awaiting on the road. Sweetest joys awaiting on the road home.
Well, I love good preaching and I love good teaching. I love a good sermon, I do.
When the choir is singing and the melody's ringing, a good old gospel tune.
I just join right along and start singing a song of praises to the King. And when I'm singing that story, I feel such glory, so I sing, sing, sing.
I'm gonna sing, sing, sing another song about Jesus. Gonna talk, talk, talk about all he has done. I'm gonna tell everybody I meet about heaven. Gonna walk that walk, or I might even run. And if I run out of words to describe all the joy that living for Jesus brings, I just sing, 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 sing.
When my days are dreary and my way grows weary and my heart's been feeling so low, I just start humming and the blessings start coming to mercy overflow. So when I lift up my voice, all the angels rejoice. It's a truly wonderful thing. And if the song ever ends, I'll start over again. I'll just sing, sing, sing.
I'm gonna sing, sing, sing another song about Jesus. living for Jesus brings. I just sing, 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 sing. I'm gonna sing, sing, sing another song about Jesus. Gonna talk, talk, talk about all his stuff. I'm gonna tell everybody I meet about heaven. Gonna walk that walk, or I might even run. And if I run out of words to describe all the joy that living for Jesus brings, I just sing, 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 sing. I just sing, 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 sing. I just sing, 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 sing.
On the horizon, storm clouds are rising. Could this be the day of the Lord? I can feel that wind blowing. Soon we'll be going. Hear the captain calling to get on board. Get on board, we're bound for Zion. Gonna take ourselves a ride on heaven's good old gospel ship. It's gonna be a happy trip, and if your name is in the logbook, won't be time to take a last look. It's when we hear the captain say, get on board, we'll sail away. Out in the harbor, the captain's weighing anchor, setting our course for heaven's shore, where the saints of every nation have made their reservation, waiting for the call to get on board. Get on board, we're bound for Zion. Gonna take ourselves a ride on heaven's good old gospel ship. It's gonna be a happy trip, and if your name is in the logbook, won't be time to take a last look. It's when we hear the captain say, get on board, we'll sail away. And we'll be sailing, sailing across the mighty ocean to a port on high. Sailing, sailing, heading for the lighthouse in the sky. Get on board, we're bound for Zion. Gonna take ourselves a ride on heaven's good old gospel ship. It's gonna be a happy trip, and if your name is in the logbook, won't be time to take a last look. It's when we hear the captain say, get on board, we'll sail away. Get on board, we're bound for Zion. Gonna take ourselves a ride on heaven's good old gospel ship. It's gonna be a happy trip, and if your name is in the logbook, won't be time to take a last look. It's when we hear the captain say, get on board, get on board, get on board. We'll sail away, sail away.
All alone, walking down the wrong track, heard the voice of the Lord call me back. He said his spirit would always abide, So to his arms full of grace I stepped inside. Because of God there's a heavenly place. Because of Calvary my sins were erased. Because of love I now can prevail. Because of Jesus I can ride the glory rail. Feel the hand of the Lord tug your heart, and you'll know that this train will soon depart. Hear the voice of the Lord calling you. Come get on board, don't be left here like a fool. Because of God there's a heavenly place. Because of Calvary my sins were erased. Because of love I now can prevail. Because of Jesus I can ride the glory rail. Because of God there's a heavenly place. Because of Calvary my sins were erased. Because of love I now can prevail. Because of Jesus I can ride the glory rail. Because of Jesus I can ride the glory rail.
Satan comes against you, remember to shout. God's gonna work it out.
God worked it out for Moses when it looked like the end.
He did the same for Daniel down in the lion's den, and he'll do the same just for you.
My God's gonna see you through.
God's gonna work it out. There's no reason to doubt. When Satan comes against you, remember to shout. God's gonna work it out.
God worked it out for David with a sling and a stone.
He did the same for Samson with just an old jawbone. He'll do the same just for you.
My God's gonna pull you through.
God's gonna work it out. There's no reason to doubt. When Satan comes against you, remember to shout. God's gonna work it out. God's gonna work it out. There's no reason to doubt. When Satan comes against you, remember to shout. God's gonna work it out. When Satan comes against you, remember to shout. God's gonna work it out.
with a few small white roses, as gently he reached for her hand. The room hushed with silence, not even a whisper, as his words touched heaven just then.
I know I'll see you again. Don't worry, this is not the end. Angels are waiting to usher you in. Soon we will walk hand in hand. I know I'll see you again.
Is Jesus prepared to leave his disciples? He knew what they did not know. His tears overwhelmed them, his eyes gazed toward heaven, and these are the words that he spoke.
I know I'll see you again. Don't worry, this is not the end. Angels are waiting to usher you in. Soon we will walk hand in hand. I know I'll see you again. I know I'll see you again. Don't worry, this is not the end. Angels are waiting to usher you in. Soon we will walk hand in hand. I know I'll see you again.
Dreamed I had died, and at the throne I stood. I didn't hear the words that I always thought I would. And as I turned to walk away, I remembered hearing the preacher say, "You better give him your life before it is too late." I did not know him. I did not know him. He was just a friend in time of need. I wish I had known him. I wish I had known him. But I made my choice. I didn't heed his voice. I did not know him. Listen to me, friend. Don't wait until
could hear him say, I do not know him, I do not know him. He was just a friend in time of need. I wish I had known him, I wish I had known him. But he made his choice, he didn't heed my voice. I do not know him. When I awoke from my dream, I fell down on my knees. It was there the Savior met me at the point of my greatest need. I'm glad I know him. Yes, I know him. He's more than a friend in time of need. I'm glad I know him. Thank God I know him. I made my choice, heeded his voice. Now I know him. I'm glad I know him. I am your wayward child, one who was lost so long. You were here waiting, anticipating, as if I'd done nothing wrong. Across my shoulders you placed a robe, on my finger a golden ring. Once washed and fed, back from the dead, with new sandals for my feet. You held me tight, and as I fell asleep, I whispered, Father, when the morning comes, I pray that you will lift me up, convince me with a kiss you're not a dream. And as the lamps are all put out, draw me close and lay me down to rest here in the shadow of your wings. I am your wayward child, the one who has cursed your name. Cold and alone till I came stumbling home, half drunk with the pain. Then you lay before me a feast, took my face in your wounded hands. With the touch I was healed, I could no longer feel all the shame of my past. And if my next breath should be my last, Father, when the morning comes, I pray that you will lift me up, convince me with a kiss
Everybody pull together.
Everybody pull together. Let the church roll on. Roll on, church.
Let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Everybody pull together.
Everybody pull together. Let the church roll on. Roll on, church.
There's an usher in the church, and he ushers wrong.
What shall we do?
Teach him how to do it right. Let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Everybody pull together.
Everybody pull together. Let the church roll on. Roll on, church.
There's a steward in the church, and he stews too much.
What shall we do?
Let him stew until he's through, and let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Everybody pull together.
Everybody pull together. Let the church roll on.
There's a preacher in the church, and he won't preach the word.
What shall we do?
Shape him up or ship him out, and let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Everybody pull together.
Everybody pull together. Let the church roll on. Roll on, church.
Now there's a woman in the church, and she talks too much.
What shall we do?
Let me tell you something. If you have a woman in the church and she talks too much and she gossips and she keeps stuff stirred up all the
There ain't nothing you can do but let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Let the church roll on.
Roll on, church.
Let the church roll on.